Welcome, one and all, to another Let's Play. I'm the Arcane Rogue, and this is Shadowgate, the 2013 re-release, created by Zojoy. And yes, I wanted to start with the credits. You may be familiar with it from its NES ports. You may be familiar with it from its NES ports. You may be familiar with it from the MacVenture series, of all things. However, we will go with a normal experience. Normal or classic? Normal or classic? Well, I'm not new to first-person adventures, so I'm going to go with classic. And of course, Master Mode. Shortest time limits, indirect hints, and the most opportunities to meet the Grim Reaper. Shadowgate has some level of infamy.
A hero's journey? A great quest? Certainly it shall be these things. But for you, young Jer Cuthega, soldier of Windermere, could it not be so much more? In dreams, I have come to you, beseeching, entreating. Ride south, boy. Take naught but a dirk, a torch, courage. Ride south from Rivelin, around the southern arm, through the Waven Fair Wood, past Myrithath, beyond the citadel of Murlak Tor, and the spires of Gimdane, and the darkness of Tarketh's Pass.
I might need to lower the cinema volume.
There you shall find my stone in wait. Under the shade of the mountain range, none have entered, either on foot, on mount, on wing. Gatekeeper, the oldest of spires, it harbors that which has been spoken of in whispers.
Castlevania?
And ascribed to legend.
Not quite.
Shadowgate, the living castle.
Sort of Castlevania.
But all is not as it should be. One of our own is now our great bane. A blight upon us. He has brought the ancient keep low, and it now lies fallow. It is there that you will find me, Lakmir of the Circle of 12. It is there that you will find this great quest. It is there that you will find yourself.
You know, Lakmir, I just gotta say, bringing just a torch, a dirk, and courage seems like it might leave us a little under-equipped. But welcome to Shadowgate. Re-released by Zojoy in 2013, yes, it is the same group of people who made the original MacVenture series. Shadowgate has been ported across a multitude of consoles over time. I do intend on playing the original MacVenture version as well at some point, once I get some things worked out. I've been wanting to do this game for a long time, and here we are, with very little ado. I am going to get on with it, as one Grimmeth would say, and we will see if effective results can be found. Here we have our command system, so we click on anything, we can, get our command ring. I believe because we have chosen Classic, all the commands will appear for everything. In the normal mode, I believe they restrict your command ring to only the most relevant commands. So, like, you won't have a hit command for something that can't be hit. Okay. So, for example, we can take the skull, or we can look at the skull. Faint glow forms within the eye sockets of the bleached skull. You jump as the lower jaw rattles. Come on, boy, I haven't got all day. Pick me up! You nearly drop the skull when it begins to speak. About time, boy! You have no idea how long I've been here. You can call me Yorick. I have no recollection of how I got here, but I do know plenty about this castle. If you need help on this quest of yours, just speak to me and I'll give you a hint. Yorick can be very helpful. Metal key has several strange etchings on its shaft. We put the key in our satchel. So with exception to Yorick, objects will go into our satchel, and then we can use them from the satchel. Thick green roots twist through the dense foliage. But I want to look at the thing that's underneath the roots. Roots slip from our grasp. Okay. Well, we have a dirk. So let's use the dirk on the roots. Ah, we can equip the helm. We can find our equipped items on ourself in the upper right there. So let's go ahead and use this on ourselves. It is so large it nearly obscures our vision. Let's take a look at the archway. There's skulls missing. Clearly. What about that? We can't take the castle. Okay. Alright, game. Thank you. Let's use the key on the door. We turn the key and unlock the door. We can open or close objects like unlock doors by selecting the open-close command. The door opens with an eerie creak. We can either use the go command or double-click. I like the double-click method. Uh-oh. Without warning, a pair of glowing eyes.
To send a child to do that which even the vaunted Circle of 12 could not. Contain my growing power. Come if you wish. It makes little difference. Seal your fate within this living castle of the dead.
Excuse you, Warlock Lord. I was reading. Without warning, a pair of glowing eyes fill the chamber and a dark voice invades your mind. And then we hear what he said. Oh, okay. This is the same as using thyself on an object. Indeed, I see a sling. Well, we're going to take that. We might need it. Also, I don't know if you know anything about the Shadowgate games, but you want torches. Torches are your friends. Anyway, I purchased this game shortly after its release because I have a very strong liking for the original. Ah, wait. Gold is not light. So this is definitely gold, but this is probably just a brass slug. Ah, a key. With a squeal of protest, the lever begins to move. A few moments later, a stone slides away from the wall, revealing an opening that holds key. You put the key in your satchel. Let's look at this. Circular hatch is made of a strange stone set securely within a mortared base. A low hum of power emanates from within. And we can Examine the switch. It appears to be made from petrified wood. Let's throw the switch. Oh, it's stuck in place, huh? Hit it. Nope. Okay. Let's try using it again. Okay. Is that door unlocked? No. Oh, our torch is almost out. Look and speaking to Yorick. Those are the only things that don't take time. Keep that in mind. If your torch goes out, you die. Just a word of warning. So let's use that key on this door. The door is open. Oh, the map keeps track of where we've been and any interesting things you might have seen. And the back arrow lets us go to the previous room. Interesting. So we have the antechamber, we have the entrance, you can zoom in and out. This is the caves. We don't know of any other portions of the castle yet. I really like this map interface that they have. That they put into this. It's nice. Well, I don't believe there is anything else on this room. You can save and load at any time. That's important, because Shadowgate is a dangerous place. It very much is. You can learn spells from certain books and scrolls. First open, then look. Every spell does something different and will only work when cast on certain items or in certain places. And usually the name of the spell will give you a hint as to what it can do. I'm going to put down a big person save. And then I'm going to proceed to grab all the torches. Let's go ahead and open that scroll. And then look at it. Fandril, this missive is of utmost importance. We must coordinate our efforts. Seek my obelisk in the acolyte den below the sewers. I fear the worst is upon us, but I have plans in motion that may yet avert disaster. Signed, Lakmir. Ah, yes. I forgot that we can expand the log like that. Let's examine the skeleton. We do have a bad feeling about this. Strange markings and glyphs line the stone pillar that enshrouds this statue, one that depicts a hooded figure with a darkened visage. I'm going to do something foolish. Let's take the book. Whoops. As you lift the tome from the altar, the earth rumbles beneath your feet. In an instant, the rock floor gives way, sending you tumbling down a long vertical shaft. While the abrupt impact from the landing doesn't kill you, 10 tons of stone from the broken floor finish the job.
What a pity that you have failed in your grand quest.
I love the game over music. And it takes you back to the opening. So if you don't save and you die, guess what? Don't take the book. Just open it. Something shifts under your feet as you open the book. Let's just look at the book. You scan the ancient manuscript, noticing most of the language is unintelligible. However, one particular word stands out from the rest. Invocan. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power and quickly write down the strange marking in your spellbook. You have learned a spell. Don't waste a turn closing the book. There is no need. Huh. That's curious. Oh, that's just the torch bracket. I see. Well, we'll leave Lakmir's note. This part of the wall looks funny, though. You pound on the stone with your fist. Your pain is immediately rewarded as the rock fractures and crumbles, revealing an opening. Do we go that way, or not? I say not. The long hallway goes further into the mountain. Game? Fine. Move using the move command. Searching and looting. You can search and loot various objects in the game by selecting the object and then selecting either the open or use commands. The contents of the object will automatically be added to the appropriate tabs of your inventory. Searchable objects include corpses, desks, bags, chests, and so forth. If you want to see which objects in a room are interactable, use the Show Objects keybind, and the objects will pulse. As you can see. We'll open that sack up. We find dice and a scroll, and then discard the sack. Can't open the skull. Sure is getting a bit cramped here in this bag. Just saying. Oh, hush, Yorick. Here, have a friend. We might need it. You sift through the bones as they clack together in a disturbing way. Thoroughly rattled, you choose not to disturb the skeleton. Well, I mean, I've already collected a whole bunch of the rest of his remains. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just go ahead and open our doors here. Which way do we go first? I'll throw a quick save down and we'll head into this door. Double tap a command keybind to lock it. You can then perform that command multiple times without reselecting it. Right-click anywhere to deselect a command or object. You can also double-click on objects to look at them, or on unlocked doors to open them, and on open doorways to go through them. A strange entity made entirely of solid ice and cold vapor hovers about the room in front of you. That is an ice elemental. We'll just take these torches. There's a key there. And a scroll there. But I don't think we can get to them. Yes. The only thing that gets us is cold, wet hands. Let's do a quick save. I don't recall if this will... Okay. Let's pick up that... Or let's open that scroll. And we learn a new spell. As you scan the scroll, one particular word almost seems to jump out at you. Agap. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power and quickly write down the strange marking in your spellbook. Before the scroll crumbles in your hands, you realize you have learned a spell. A huge weight like a stone opening itself to some mystery beyond. Your mind glimpses some spectral person at the edge of your consciousness. And then we have an ancient scroll. The danger is real. Alert the surrounding land. Seal off the passages into the Gatekeeper Mountains. The wax seal shows an eagle in flight and is signed by someone named Fandril. And then, of course, we have our equipment and our items. We can look at our dice that we've picked up. Each face of the die contains a different symbol that, when rolled, can divine one's future. Interesting. We can just open that door there, and let's go through and see what we got. The smell of brimstone rises within this chamber as a pair of glowing eyes watch your every move from an opening in the far wall. Oh, I see.
What a pity that you have failed in your grand quest.
Welp. That's gonna happen more than once, viewers. Okay. So let's go ahead and use the torch on that, and let's use the torch on the ice block with the key. Let's take the key, and we will open the scroll and read it. Relearn our spell. Save the game. There are achievements for completing the game in a certain number of turns. Let's examine this shield real quick. The iron shield looks as if it can protect you from anything. Use the shield on ourselves. Haha! Smart move. Smart move. Now, we can interact with all these things. The only other thing I'm going to take from here right now is the hammer. You lift the iron shield and once again block the fiery flame, although this time you can actually feel the heat. Slowly but surely, the shield is melting. We're just going to leave the room. Ice Elemental is just playing, having fun. Let's go this way. Certain difficulty modes, only commands pertinent to the selected object will appear on the wheel. Uh-huh. Alright, let's see. Can't really... I mean, we can look at this. But you think you can see a skeleton chained to a rock. Oh. Am I going to do this again? Something coils around your legs and quickly pulls you under and into the depths of the frigid waters. Your air quickly gives out and a dark oblivion takes over. Whoopsie doodles.
'Tis a sad thing that your adventures have ended here.
Yep. Anywho, we'll resume the game. And we'll go up these stairs. We're not going to do that again. A magnificent waterfall cascades from the mouth of an ancient stone statue painstakingly carved into the cavern wall. Below it, an undulating mass of water hovers playfully above the river. And if we take a look over here, there's an entity made of water and mist. The liquid elemental continuously forms and reforms in a hypnotic way. This marking looks like a dwarven craftsman's stamp. Having cut a deep furrow into the rock of this cavern, an underground river rushes past you and into a large crevasse. Interesting. Yeah, the only thing that's really lighting up, and it's hard to see what's lighting up in here, is that symbol, and probably the elemental. Can we move behind the waterfall? The sheer power pushes us back. Okay. Well, it would appear that there is not much we can do here. So we will go ahead and head back. And we'll head into this room. With the stone tombs lining the walls of this musty crypt, there is an ancient, almost reverent air to this place. What awaits us in the tomb? Find out next time on Let's Play Shadowgate. I'm the Arcane Rogue, and if you liked this, please let me know by tapping the like button. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss any future content. Let me know what you think, viewers. Are you ready for this adventure? What do you know about Shadowgate? Have you played it before? I look forward to reading your comments. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, if you can.